It's day 2 of learning how to machine knit. Yesterday we finished the day with trying to overcome a cast-on problem. I rage quit and gave up. So I think this was due to a tension problem. I started holding the yarn on the handle like this as I was pulling it across, and I had a bit more success with getting it to cast on. I am finding the carriage super stiff to pull across. I don't know if this is because it needs oiling, or maybe my yarn's too thick. After a few rows I came across my next problem. This is where my cast-on comb just kept falling off the stitches. I found if I kept pulling down the comb after each row, it kind of stopped this problem. My next problem was these loops at the end. I think this happened because my yarn was too loose when I was pulling the carriage across. My next problem was the fact that the only time I could get it to knit anything past the first few rows was when I was only using every other needle. This meant my knit looked more like a rib, but it wasn't really the effect I wanted. So I frogged this and I tried to cast on again, but I went back to having the same original problems I had. I think I'm just going to learn a different cast-on technique because this one's driving me insane. After about 10 minutes of this, I did finally get it to cast on. Everything got better from here on though. In a book I had, it said do 2 rows of every other needle rather than just 1, and then change it to every needle. This stopped it messing up and I was able to do multiple rows after this. Now it was time to learn to cast off. This was quite easy actually. It was a little bit fiddly, but I didn't really have any problems. I'm really happy with how my swatch turned out. I've got a nice neat little cast off, and then I did have to Google, but I found out if you just pulled this top bit, it went tight. To finish off the day, I gave some stripes a go. I'm really happy with how this came out. I've had a really good day and I feel like I've learnt loads.